Hey guys, it is Greg again. I'm going to go over some information here about market data. I'm going over Plan C. I don't know this guy personally, but I do know of him, and I've watched some of his YouTube videos. I don't have anything against this guy. He's looking at on-chain data and the best that he can to get his data. I have no issues with that, and I think that, in my personal opinion, from reading it, looking at some of his tweets and listening to it a little bit, I think that he's a little bit more slanted to the bias. He's biased to the bullish side, obviously. So no big deal. That's not the issue. But what I wanted to show is like what he tweeted. I assume that the Glassnode data that I have been paying $800 or more was accurate. I would like to apologize to all my followers, as many of the charts that I was using for my market analysis for the last 6 months have been greatly affected by this data bug. You know, I could understand a data bug for maybe the past 30 days, but the past 6 months, all his data has been wrong. That's what he just admitted to. Now, I don't have any issue with that. I mean, because that's not his fault. That's not Plan C's fault. It's the Glassnode people's fault. Okay. What's my point? My point is data, whether it's intentional or not intentional, data can be manipulated. And I just put, here's my tweet, proof that data can be manipulated. It happens more often than people think. Now, I didn't mean the data was manipulated. I was just putting it out there. There's data that's manipulated in various spaces out there in the world, but it was still manipulated data, whether it was intentional or unintentional. So that's a problem. That's a problem right there, guys. Now I'm going to go to another chart. It's called the VIX, and I go to the charts and having a discussion with the guy about like quantitative easing and quantitative tightening, the Fed raising interest rates, and that stuff of that nature. And does that affect markets? Yes, it does. But there's one thing the Fed can control. That's people's behavior. And price action in the charts is people's behavior in reaction to the charts. Okay. So if people think, oh, Fed raise interest rates, don't buy cryptocurrency or any stocks because I know Fed going to raise rates, right? Okay, well, that'll be reflected in the charts. Okay, it might not be up-to-date data, but it's still pretty good data that you can go with. I'm just astounded how many people in cryptoverse, in crypto Twitter, underestimate the power of charts. If you use them appropriately and you use a suite of various other charts to get an idea of what's going on with the markets. So I would agree, if you're just saying, I want to track Bitcoin and you're just going with the Bitcoin chart, you're making a huge mistake. Can you get some data from that? Yes, you can, but you got to use other charts. So here's a chart I haven't gone over recently. It's called the VIX, and the volatility of the S&P 500. If you guys are not aware of this chart, this is another chart you may want to start paying attention to. I know a lot of people, it's a complicated chart. It's like, what's it doing? I'm going to show you some information here just to let you guys know, make you aware of. If you want to check this out and back test it, you can on your own time and do that. Okay. So here's the VIX. I have this box area and some yellow areas here on the VIX. Okay. It went up real high. This over here, I have a yellow area. That's a 2008 financial crisis, and it has wicks up. Okay. The VIX has wicks up. And it's wicking up right here, and it's going into there. Now, what's significant about this box? So you can see here, here's a real high wick up. How did high the VIX go? VIX got up to 77. Here's another wick up. February 18, it got up to 50. Here's another wick up on September 2015, right? How high did that get? About 52. So I have a box I like to put it right at that wick, so about 48, and then up a little bit above the 2008 financial crisis. Now, what's significant about this chart? Well, let's go to this date, right around this date. What happened right around there? say March of 20. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. What happened in March of 20 on Bitcoin? Right here. You see that? Right there. That's March of 20. Boom. Let's go back to the VIX. Up here, where's the VIX at? 80. It's up there beyond 80. You see that? Bitcoin dump. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's check this wick out. February 2018. Let's go over to the Bitcoin chart. Where's February 2018? February 2000. Was it? Let me see that date. Let me check that date again. February 2018. Yeah, February 2018. Okay, so it's down right there. Didn't complete. What's the date on this one? December 2018. So where's December? Okay, that spike right there. So there's a spike there and there's a spike right there. It went up to 33 to end to that one. So that one's not 100%. That one's not 100%, and neither is this one. But it was still in this area down that area. But the next spike over, that was your tell from your chart. Let's check it. Let's check this one. August 15 or thereabouts. August of 15. Where is this? Where's August of 15? You see this area? January, August. You see right in that area. So this area, the low point. So you see it's starting to see a pattern here, guys. And then I have this one too, where it spiked way up. This is the 2008 financial crisis. I think most people know. Well, a lot of you ought to know that, hey, you know what happened back there. It's called the Great Recession and that big spike. But you're starting to see a pattern here with a Bitcoin and just using the VIX and then other charts they can use like the DXY, the USDC dominance chart, the USDT dominance chart, and you can start painting a picture on the directions, what's going to happen. So right now, what should the VIX do? We will probably want to see the VIX do a spike up, say to, you know, at least it's already in this area, 33. Maybe it's got to go up to 47, 48, have a spike back up. And maybe, just maybe, that's a signal we're getting closer to the cryptocurrency Bitcoin bottom. Thanks for watching. Peace.